Most men spend their entire lives chasing validation, attention, approval, and attraction. They try to be loud, impressive, flashy, and desperate to be seen. But the Stoics understood something deeper. True attraction is not created by trying to be attractive. It is created by strength, self-mastery, and inner order. The most attractive men in history were not begging for attention. Attention followed them. This video is not about tricks. It is not about manipulation. It is not about pleasing others. This is about becoming the kind of man whose presence commands respect, whose silence speaks louder than words, and whose discipline creates natural attraction. If you recognize yourself in these signs, you are already ahead of most men. If you do not, this video will show you exactly what to build. Stay until the end, because the final sign separates ordinary men from unforgettable ones. This is Stoicism. This is masculine wisdom. This is how attraction is born without effort. The first sign you are a highly attractive man is that you are emotionally disciplined. You do not explode when things go wrong. You do not lash out when someone disrespects you. You do not allow temporary emotions to dictate permanent decisions. Stoicism teaches that emotions are information, not commands. When others panic, you breathe. When others shout, you remain calm. This emotional control makes people feel safe around you, and safety is deeply attractive. A man who controls his emotions controls his life. The second sign is that you are comfortable being alone. You do not fear silence. You do not need constant company to feel whole. You understand that solitude is where strength is built. Stoic philosophers spent long hours alone, reflecting, sharpening their minds, and strengthening their character. When a man is comfortable alone, he is not desperate for connection. He chooses connection. This choice creates attraction because it signals independence and inner stability. The third sign is that you are not reactive. You do not jump at every comment. You do not argue with fools. You do not defend your ego every time it feels threatened. Stoicism teaches that reacting emotionally gives power away. When you respond calmly or not at all, you keep your power. People respect men who cannot be easily provoked. Calmness under pressure is a rare form of dominance. The fourth sign is that you have discipline in your daily life. You wake up with structure. You take care of your body. You train your mind. You honor your commitments. Discipline shapes your energy. It shows in how you stand, how you walk, and how you speak. You do not need to tell people you are disciplined. They can feel it. Discipline is attractive because it signals reliability and strength. The fifth sign is that you speak with purpose. You do not speak just to be heard. You do not talk endlessly about yourself. You listen more than you speak. When you do speak, your words are clear, simple, and intentional. Stoics believed that unnecessary words weaken the soul. Silence gives your words weight. People listen when you speak because you do not waste language. The sixth sign is that you are not chasing validation. You do not need constant praise. You do not depend on likes, messages, or approval to feel worthy. Your self-worth comes from your values and actions. Stoicism teaches that external validation is unreliable. When you stop seeking approval, people begin to respect you naturally. Neediness repels. Self-respect attracts. The seventh sign is that you have strong boundaries. You do not tolerate disrespect. You do not allow people to misuse your time or energy. You walk away calmly when something does not align with your values. You do not explain yourself excessively. Boundaries are attractive because they show self-respect. A man who respects himself teaches others to do the same. The eighth sign is that you take full responsibility for your life. You do not blame your past. You do not blame society. You do not blame women, luck, or circumstances. You understand that while you cannot control everything, you can control your response. Stoicism is built on responsibility. A man who owns his life radiates leadership, and leadership is magnetic. The ninth sign is that you are emotionally stable. Your mood does not rise and fall with external events. You are steady. You are grounded. People do not feel like they have to walk on eggshells around you. Emotional stability creates trust. Trust creates attraction. Stoics trained themselves to remain calm in both success and failure, knowing that both are temporary. The 10th sign is that your physical language is relaxed and confident. You are not tense, you are not restless. You move slowly and deliberately. Your posture is upright. Your eye contact is steady. You do not fidget or seek reassurance through movement. Your physical presence communicates inner calm. People sense confidence before words are spoken.
The 11th sign you are a highly attractive man is that you do not overshare your struggles or emotions with everyone. You understand that your inner world is valuable and not everyone has earned access to it. Stoicism teaches emotional strength, not emotional dumping. You feel deeply, but you choose wisely where those feelings are expressed. This creates an aura of mystery and self-control. People sense that you are strong enough to carry your own weight. When a man can endure pressure without broadcasting it, others naturally respect him, and respect is the root of attraction. The 12th sign is that you live by principles instead of impulses. You do not let desire control your actions. You do not sacrifice long-term respect for short-term pleasure. Stoicism teaches that a man must rule himself before he can rule anything else. When your actions are guided by values rather than moods, people feel safe around you. They know you are predictable in the best way. Integrity creates trust, and trust makes a man deeply attractive. The 13th sign is that you are patient with life. You do not rush success. You do not panic when results take time. You understand that real growth is slow, quiet, and often invisible at first. Stoicism teaches patience as a form of strength. When others complain, you endure. When others quit, you continue. Patience signals maturity, and maturity is rare. Rarity creates attraction. The 14th sign is that you accept reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. You do not waste energy fighting what you cannot control. You adapt, you adjust, you move forward. Stoicism is rooted in acceptance, not surrender, but intelligent alignment with reality. A man who accepts reality calmly does not appear weak, he appears wise. Wisdom attracts respect, and respect deepens attraction. The 15th sign is that you are not afraid of silence in conversations. You do not fill every gap with unnecessary words. You allow pauses. You let others speak. You let moments breathe. Silence gives power to presence. Stoics believed silence was a tool of strength. When you are comfortable with silence, people feel your confidence without you saying anything. The 16th sign is that you are consistent. Your behavior does not change based on who is watching. You are the same man in private as you are in public. Stoicism teaches alignment between thought and action. Consistency builds reliability. Reliability builds trust. Trust builds attraction. People are drawn to men they can count on. The 17th sign is that you handle criticism without defensiveness. You listen, you evaluate, you discard what is useless and apply what is useful. You do not take everything personally. Stoicism teaches that criticism is information, not an attack. A man who can accept feedback calmly shows confidence and self-awareness. This emotional maturity is extremely attractive. The 18th sign is that you do not chase attention. You do not perform for approval. You do not try to be the loudest person in the room. You are present, grounded, and comfortable. Stoicism teaches that attention-seeking is a form of weakness. When you stop chasing attention, attention finds you naturally. The 19th sign is that you are comfortable walking away. You walk away from disrespect. You walk away from chaos. You walk away from situations that compromise your values. You do not threaten. You do not beg. You simply remove yourself. Stoicism teaches detachment, not coldness, but strength. Walking away calmly shows self-respect. Self-respect is magnetic. The 20th sign is that you are becoming a better man every day, even when no one is watching. You do the work in silence. You train your mind. You discipline your body. You refine your character. Stoicism teaches that the true reward is the man you become. When you commit to constant self-improvement, your presence changes. People feel it. They may not know why they are drawn to you, but they are. This is the highest form of attraction, not performance, not validation, but quiet mastery of self.